After putting a stop to the Black Tusk attack on the White House, Agent Kelso returned to New York to ensure the Haven settlement was also secure. But while we were rescuing members of our community that had been kidnapped, Kelso suddenly went missing. The harsh reality that hunters now walk among us has had many point the finger at Kelso and her sudden disappearance. Agents, we need to get to New York and find out what happened to her.
Hope you're not back to steal my dog. Okay, jeez. You can have the dog.
It's really good to see you, Roy.
Good to see you too, kid. Welcome. Hey, you tell her about the dog?
What about the dog? Is he sick?
Oh, no, nothing like that. Just, we thought he was a German Shepherd puppy, but it's been 3 months and he hasn't gotten any bigger yet. Probably still kind of mutt. Don't matter. He's cute as hell and never pees on the carpet. He can stay.
God, I missed this.
You okay, kid?
Not really, no.
You look tired. We kept your room in the basement. You're welcome to stay as long as you like.
Thank you, Paul.
Go get some sleep. You look like shit. Yeah, and for all our sakes, please, take a shower and put on some new clothes. You reach, kid.
Welcome back, Cassandra.
Cassandra?
Vanguard left you a present. Follow the breadcrumbs to claim your prize.
Who the fuck is Vanguard?
So this is obviously when Kelso first returned to Haven. At this time, we're busy rescuing hostages that were taken during the Black Tusk attack. I do like the banter around the dog, poking fun at ways never aged in game, but I'm going to replay a few snips that I think could be important. It's pretty hard to miss, but there's this figure walking out of sight, and Isaac can't identify them. I feel as though we're supposed to think or hope this is Keener. I know there are a huge number of people who are saying Keener is still alive, and I definitely love to see him coming back, but I don't think this is the case. Realistically, this person is inside Haven. There are guards everywhere. With a face as famous as Keener's, he couldn't just walk in. This person must be someone known to the settlement that is somehow masking their identity from Isaac, or someone posing as a civilian. It could be so many different people. It could even be Brian Johnson. He hasn't yet been killed at this point in time. Here we have Kelso reaching into a jacket and pulling out a watch. It's the same jacket she was wearing when talking to Rhodes and Benitez. So she has one watch on her belt, one on the inside of her wrist, and another one she just pulled out of her jacket. No idea why she has so many, and it's not like this new watch was planted there by someone else. She went straight into a jacket to grab it. But ignoring the fact that she has 3 watches for a second, maybe that undetected figure from earlier tampered with her watch while she was in the shower. Also, I find it strange that Kelso doesn't know who Vanguard is. I thought it was pretty well known throughout the division ranks that Vanguard was Keener's call sign. The name Cassandra comes up. I think this will become more important as we find out more. It's unclear whether we're supposed to know this person yet, and the only other Cassandra we've come across was from the Division Compromised, who was briefly mentioned in the Mel Arnold rescue, but I don't think that's the same person. Cassandra Rains was the leader of a group of environmental extremists. In the book, they were trying to take down Texan oil refineries to help the world recover. I can actually see how this could tie into the current storyline, but I still don't think so, at least at this stage. This small cutscene completely explains the questions we had going into this season. Kelso returned to Haven. One of her watches, which happens to be running Anna, greets her as Cassandra, saying that Vanguard has left something for her. Kelso immediately leaves, following the clues, to find out what Keener has left behind. Kelso was first spotted at the gate control point. Agents would waste no time rushing over there and recapturing the compound, but there was no sign of her.
Hey! I don't know where she went after the gate. There's a gap in the timeline. See if you can pick up her trail.
After being alerted of a high-value target that was found near their location, agents run through the district and would end up fighting a large group of cleaners across a number of different rooftops. Running around using their marksman rifle as if it was a shotgun, the agents would mow the hostiles down, including their lieutenant.
Next Kelso sighting was at City Hall. Agent, I'd appreciate it if you took a look. Target down.
Once again spotted at City Hall, the agents make their way over there in hopes they would catch up with Kelso. Despite the horde of cleaners on site, the agents took no time in capturing the compound.
I didn't know things were so bad in New York. You hear the stories, but for people to consider Keener a hero, things must have been much worse than reported.
Following the movements of another high-value target, surrounded by a group of Rikers and then Black Tusk, the agents would continue finding clues that Kelso had left behind.
We got one of ours.
Birdie said our comms were compromised. Isaac just scanned and uploaded that note to the database. Looks like Kelso left you a paper trail. Target neutralized.
On completion of the high-value target, a note from Kelso was collected. The comms aren't safe. The Black Tusk and rogues have eyes and ears everywhere, and the hunters have access to all of it. I wish I could tell you where I am, but it's not safe. You're not safe. If we're together, we're a threat, especially here. Agent, I know you. You're smart. If you've found this, I know you're on the right path. Find me, and I can tell you everything I found out about Cassandra. These notes left behind by Kelso explains what she's been up to. As we suspected, it's looking like she isn't rogue and she isn't a hunter, regardless of how many watches she seems to be hoarding. Kelso has come across some intel that could lead to more information around what Keener was up to in his final days, as well as more information around the Black Tusk and the hunters. It's obviously something important, because it's very much out of character for Kelso to be concerned about her safety. What she has stumbled across is obviously something those in power are trying their best to keep from coming to the surface. Whoever this Cassandra is, I would hazard a guess at them being an agent who had some involvement with Keener or with others close to him. It could have been her who was spotted in Haven before she planted the first clue in Kelso's jacket. Through this manhunt, well, actually I guess we can't really call it a manhunt this time, a treasure hunt? Orienteering? Whatever it's called, we were able to find some more intel regarding Keener and his rogue agents who attacked City Hall in Warlords of New York.
I got you.
Thank you for the rescue. Again, Agent.
Please. Theo.
Those cleaners were going to kill me.
You were sneezing.
It's just allergies. Damn birch trees. No one's died of the poison in months.
You can't reason with fanatics.
Yeah, you're right.
Listen, it's not safe for you here.
It's not safe anywhere.
I've got a place. If you trust me, I can get you somewhere safe.
Thank you, Theo.
Keener, hold that boat. Got another civvy for transpo. Let me guess. Pretty girl is grateful to her hero? No. Well, I mean, she's cute, but look, I'm no hero.
I think you're cute, too.
5 minutes. Then we're leaving for the safe house. Dragov, thanks for the assist. We're clear. You can head back down to Wall Street.
Is it safe?
It's all right. You can come out now. They're gone.
Who were those guys?
LMB.
LMB?
Last Man Battalion.
What's the Last Man Battalion?
You ever heard of private military contractors who go in and destabilize regions to extract what little wealth and power there is to exploit?
Yeah, but that only happens in third world countries. This is Manhattan.
Welcome to the third world.
Things are going to get worse before they get better, huh?
Yeah. Do you have somewhere safe to stay?
Safe enough.
Good luck out there.
Thank you, Agent.
These occur well after Keener had recruited Theo, Dragoff, Conley, and Kajika into his ranks. As we can see here, his team was still very much involved with assisting those in need. We've seen this a number of times with Keener since the outbreak. We're led to believe that he is the #1 most evil person on the planet, but at the same time, he still seems to care for the people. These comms only further support my thoughts around what Keener was actually up to. Like I said before, no, I don't think he's a good guy, but I think he has some noble means behind some of his actions.
You have to help me shake this guy.
There you are.
Aaron! Well, aren't you persistent? Have you met Bridget? Nice to see you again, Mr. Keener.
Bridge. How's your dad?
Oh, wheeling and dealing with a cup of Kopi Luwak. You know Dad.
Absolutely. I hope he's still using the supplier I hooked him up with.
You know Dad. Once he commits to something, it's hard for him to change his mind.
I respect that about him.
I see you're not wearing your wedding ring, Mr. Keener.
Yeah, it didn't work out. Maybe third time's the charm.
I don't think you'll find the future Mrs. Keener here tonight, Aaron.
The night is young and Eminem is still single, so you never know.
Oh, good luck with that.
For those of you who don't remember, Bridget Viper Douglas was the only child of Charles Douglas, the co-founder of the military equipment company, Douglas and Harding. She too was recruited by the division, but would instead join up with the BTSU, supposedly before being activated. Eventually she would end up being the first target we take down in the Season 4 Manhunt. This event that Mackenzie Meret, Bridget Douglas, and Aaron Keener are all at together would likely be one of those super rich charity events that they like to hold. For more information on Mackenzie, see the video I made on the Paradise Lost incursion. This will explain where she has come from. I'll have this in the top right hand corner in the description. The reason Keener is there is likely because of his previous job as a futures trader on Wall Street, which allowed him to rub shoulders with the elites of society. While Keener has always had a thirst for power, I think it's at these events where he was able to learn of what was happening among the 1%, where he would potentially learn of things that would ultimately lead to him separating himself from those calling the shots.
Why do you have a picture of Aaron Keener?
How do you know Division's enemy number one?
Are you kidding? Oh, that ugly watch, of course he is. God damn it, Bridge.
Bridge?
Bridget Douglas.
Faye's girlfriend.
Who's Faye?
Friend of ours. She's gone now. But taking down Keener was kind of her number one priority before she ran off with the Black Tusk. You know she wasn't really one of them. Do I? Paul, please. Fine. You're right. We don't speak ill of the dead.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Thank you, Mac.
But Keener, is he really a threat?
He was a threat. Kelso and that agent who rescued you took him out of Liberty Island. Psycho was trying to launch that Eclipse bullshit of his with a missile.
Seriously?
Unfortunately, yes.
You know, I'm kind of glad I missed all this excitement. I thought Keener was a fuckboy. Guess it's a good thing we never went on that date.
Makes you wonder what really happened to those two ex-wives.
I don't feel so well. You mind if I take a shower and find a place to get some sleep?
Sure, you can use Kelso's bunk. She's rarely here nowadays. I'm sure she wouldn't mind sharing since the cleaners burned down your house.
Thanks. You got some clothes I can borrow? Mine smell like smoke and very expensive wine.
Sure. We can scrounge something up for you.
This intel is from after we were able to rescue Mackenzie from the Meret estate during the Paradise Lost incursion. Here, Rhodes and Benitez discuss what has happened while she's been locked away in her mansion. It's then that she clicks as to the fact that Keener was an agent as well. She was already aware of the program because of Bridget Douglas. Keener's actions and some of these comms are confirming suspicions we've had for years now. Even though he was well and truly rogue and working through some huge plans to take down those in charge, he was still doing some good along the way. Even Manny noted that a lot of people in New York were calling him a hero. Of course, Keener could have been doing this for his own ulterior motives. Or maybe he was actually just doing some good. My personal opinion is that Keener never had any intentions of turning his back on the innocents caught up in the middle of this. If during his travels he crossed paths with someone who needed help, he would assist. My prediction is that this season will continue to show two different sides to Keener. The evil side that we've been told about up until now, and the hero of the people side that is starting to play out. I'm confident that by the end, we're going to find out that he wasn't quite as evil as we once thought. Or I'm just being hopeful, and I've been pushing my own Keener agenda / bias onto everyone. Regardless, I'm loving the direction of the comms so far this season, and I'm hoping they stay as interesting throughout. But I will admit, the operation itself was a little bit lackluster. No final mission, and just a couple of control points and bounties. I was surprised when it kinda just ended. I thought I still had more to do. Oh well, perhaps this will change as we visit the different locations in Lower Manhattan. I am happy that we're using the New York map for a change. It's beautifully crafted, and I barely enter it these days, so it's a nice change. I have seen the multiple comments of the last few videos asking about what build I'm running. Honestly, it's just a stock standard no-frills hotshot build. but I'll try and throw together a super concise 2 to 3 minute build video for those who want more detail. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you found this interesting, and Extremis Malus, Extrema Remedia.